Okay, welcome to Digiskool. Digiskool is a comprehensive school management system that runs all activities in the school in terms of administration and isn't the burden of the school. So Digiskool is web-based, meaning that wherever you are from your phone, from your tablet, you can access it. And it's role-based. So from one login screen, you are able to log in as different roles, either the administrator, the teacher, the bazaar, or the parent. So I'm going to log in as the administrator so that you can see the overview. So what the administrator sees are a couple of things. When you log in, you're made to this dashboard, which shows you how many students, the number of teachers, the parents, if you have a day and boarding section, who are in both, then the attendance register for today. So today is just one class which has been marked. The gender distribution, male and female, the subject, the classes. So system setup is very simple. You go to settings. If you're doing for the first time, you just enter the school details. So you just fill this table. The school name, the motto, the address, the contact information, and the logo. The next thing is you need to create subject, which is also very simple. So you just add the subject name, the code, the abbreviation, the marks, if it's compulsory or not. You can view the subjects which are already in the system. But this is the code, the abbreviation, the subject name. Then we update the status if either it's being done or not done. So in case you stop doing a subject, you can deactivate it. The other thing is, from that we need to add the classes. So just go to create classes. So you enter the class name if you have a stream, either red or blue. And that, so once you have that, you can view the classes. So far we have, so when you go to view classes, it shows you the gender distribution and the total number of students in the class, and if the class has been assigned a class teacher. So you can assign middle class class teacher this way and update. So Miss Sally is added. So great. So from there we need to set the fee structure, which is also very simple. So in Excel, I can show you a sample fee structure. So this is what you need in Excel. So like if maybe class 1 is sharing a school, a fee structure. So you just need this, the fee item, and what is to be paid in each term. Once you have this data, you just come here to finance, create fee structure. So you choose the term, you choose the Excel file, you choose the classes. Maybe if the lower classes are sharing the same fee structure, you browse for the file and you upload. So you're able to do it all at once. So the system is smart enough, it automatically invoices students or bills students against the fee structure. So the system just checks if I'm billing for this term, how many students are in baby class and what are they supposed to pay for this term. From there, it's able to give them a correct invoice. Okay, so once we have all that, you are ready to go. So the next thing is now you need to admit students. Admitting students, we have two ways of doing it. You either do it one by one, whereby you fill this form, or you can either, if you're setting it up, you can either upload all details, all student details from Excel. So the system works in tandem in Excel because schools already have their data in Excel. So we didn't want to make them do things a different way. They just, from the data they have, they rearrange it to a format we want, and they push the data to the system. So Excel file should have these columns: the name, the admission number, the class name, the gender, the student type, either day or body, the parent's name, the relation, the phone number, and the email. Once you do that, you're able to upload. Once you upload the student, so we're going to do one admission for a new student. So the system automatically generates admission numbers. This prevents from schools having duplicate admission numbers or having to remember what was the last admission number. So I'm going to admit a student, Zari Hassan. Date of birth, maybe 206, 14th. Admission date today, she's female, she's in boarding, and let us put her in class 8. If she's taking transport, no, she's in boarding, so she's not taking transport. The father's name, Mr. Hassan. Others Mrs. Hassan. Maybe put the phone numbers. I'm just putting it down the phone number. Our father's Gmail.com. So yeah, we put the medical detail of the student. This will really help, especially for when emergencies happen, and you really maybe a student has lost blood. It's good to have this record to know like what blood type they have. Also, if there is a preferred hospital, maybe the parents have insurance. So in case of anything happens, for the allergies part, this helps when the school is cooking. So they need to know which foods a student reacts to, is allergic to, so that they can prevent that from happening. Maybe allergic to peanuts. This special medical condition will help maybe if he's diabetic or he has asthma, so that they can know what conditions to keep the student in school, especially for boarders. So asthmatic. So what Digiskool helps you is you can immediately at the point of admissions you can give a student specific bills. Like maybe a new student is supposed to pay an admission fee of 1,000 shillings, and is also supposed to pay an interview fee and an admission fee of, let's say, 2,000 shillings. So at the point of admission, the student is able to receive all the relevant billing. So on submit, you see that an invoice of 75.50 that was based on the fee structure has been generated. Then all this, you're able to see that. So if you want to view the statement for the student, you just come to Finance, Statements. So let's just search for the student, Zari Hassan of class 8. So we generate the statement. So this is what is showing us what Zari is supposed to pay. So it shows us that there was an invoice generated of 75.50. There was an interview fee of 1,000 shillings. There's an adjustment fee of 2,000 shillings. So in total we have 10,550. So the next stage is now we need to pay. So we go to Finance, Receive Payments. So we just search for Zari here. So the school, so it's term 3. You as a school, the school chooses the different payment methods they accept. So is it check, commodity, M-Pesa, bank slip? But most schools use bank slip. They pay money in the bank, then they come and submit the bank slip to the school. So what you do, you just enter the bank slip code, maybe Equity 1210. So the year is 2017. Date paid is today. Then the amount. So what we put the amount, maybe Zari has paid 10,000 shillings. So we submit the payment. So when you submit the payment, we can view the statement. So what this gives me is, it shows me now there is a credit which has happened of 10,000. Now her balance is 550. So the statement will always show a financial history of anything that happens to the student's financial record, from when they join the school to when they leave. You'll have it systematically. This helps you so that when one bazaar leaves and the next one comes, you're able to have everything. You can follow a financial trail for the students. So great. So what the other thing that Digiskool helps you to do, this is just, we have admitted one student, we have done a payment for one student, but there's another way of doing it also. What we can do is, if we want to bill all students, so that we avoid a situation whereby some students miss invoices, or someone is in class and he has not gotten a bill, so you think, so this messes up with what you're expecting. So Digiskool will just do this. So I'll just say I want to invoice everyone for term 3 for the scholar, from baby class to class 8 for the year 2017. So Digiskool will check how many students are active in each class and give them their respective invoices if it has been done, to show you they've all been done. So with that, I'm able immediately, when I look at the statistics, I'm able to know what is due. So this shows me that I have a balance. I have 281 students, active students. So what bad debts are students who are inactive, students who have gone away with their money. So you, at the end of the year or the time, you need to know how many bad debts we have. So we have transport balances. So this is fee plus transport. So this graph shows you per class how much is expected, how much has been paid, and what is the balance. Like in class 1, we expected 692,400. What has been paid is 56,700. The balance is 635,700. Then we have this donut chart, which shows me total for the balances for everyone. This is just what has been paid. This is the expected. So we had balance. So this is expected for this term. So if we do all 2017, we click filter. So this shows us a better picture. This is what's expected. This is what has been paid. These are the balances. Okay. For transport, also the same. So, but these balances here are showing everything from plus balances from the other term. From the other year and the other term. So if I check term 1, term 2, yeah. Okay, then here we have these several dashboards which help us. We have the fee payment panel, the fee adjustment panel. Adjustment is, let's say if you have a balance brought forward, we have an admission fee, that's an adjustment. Or we had an erroneous payment that money was not meant from one student and you place it to the other. So if you want to view all the transactions, just click view transaction for all the payments. So you're able to see all the payments here. So like this, the payment you just did today, we can print a receipt. Click print. So we are able to see that it shows us how much was paid, the amount in words, and the balance. So this with your logo, this is what you can print and put a stamp on it and give it to the parents. So the other thing is the bazaars, what they really do. So the other reconciliation. Like what we do, we might want to see all the fee payments that have happened between, let's say, August 1st to October 19th. So we click apply and we filter. So this will bring me all payments that have happened. So, but you can also drill down and say, I just want bank slip payments. So you filter and you only get bank slip payments. You can also go further and just say, I want class 1 or class 2, whatever, class 8 payments for each particular, or such a particular student, such a particular receipt, such a particular transaction code, which can be the check number, the bank slip number, the M-Pesa number, and all that. The other one feature that bazaars use mostly is the fee balance to generate all the balances of the students. So what you do with Digiskool now, it's very simple. You just say, you can either choose which class you want or for all students. You click all and you click filter. What this will do will generate all fee balances for everyone and give me everyone, even with negative balances, zero balances. But you can even filter and just say, I want fee balances for students who have a minimum balance of 1. So this will remove the negative balances. So this shows you what total expected is, all the money you have been expecting from this student since you guys started using the system. What is expected for this term, total transport, term transport, this student is not taking transport. The total expected will be total fee expected plus total transport. Then term total will be the term fee expected plus the term transport. Welcome to Digiskool Part 2. Today we are going to go through the administration, the academic functions, the attendance register, the timetabling, and the notifications. So how we upload marks is very simple. Teacher can either upload marks via Excel or enter it directly. So you just have an Excel file with, so we can check a sample Excel file here. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. The second way is just each teacher uploading his own marks. So if you teach Swahili in class 1 or English, you just do that. So you select the term, you select the class populates, and you fill in the marks. The exam type, the year, you select the subject. Simple, then you just fill in this, you fill in the marks there. Once that is done, you're able to generate report cards. So you can generate a class report. So you can select the term. Let's choose class 1, entry exam. I think I have marks for 2016. Yeah, so with this, we're able to get all the marks from the number 1 to number last for all the subjects and the total here. Down here we have the subject averages for each. Then if you have a criteria, if you want to get a cutoff point of guys who have met the criteria, for this case was 80%, you're able to know for each subject. Also the overall marks. From here we can check the individual report. So that is loading. This is a sample, the Excel sample. So you just have the registration number, you put the subjects and their marks, then you upload. So this gives me a report card for one exam, which is also very simple. You have the subjects here, the marks, the grade, and the remarks, the position in stream, the position overall, and a graphical representation of the sum. So if you want to get a assembly report for the sum, you're able to also do that. As it's loading. It seems to be a little bit slow. Finally loaded. So we are having, for the entry, for all the exams that have been done in the term, we're able to see it in one report card for the entry, midterm, and month and end term. Then you're able to see the different positions. Then automatically it puts the fee balance and the graphical representation of the sum. Good. The next thing is timetabling. So creating a timetable is also very simple. You just set the days students are in schools, which is Monday to Saturday. Set the period times, for example, maybe 8 to 9 is which period. Then the next thing is assign the teacher's subject. So let's say for middle class English, select a teacher, just do it randomly. Okay, once you've done that, just click on save data. We've already assigned the teacher for middle class. Okay. Then the next thing is now creating the timetable. You can just go to middle class, submit, it's empty. So we can just choose the teacher. So it will just give you teachers who are available. So we have set, so any teacher who is not available during that time won't appear. So the only 2 teachers who are available. So according to this, there's only all the teachers are tied up. So but I can choose a day which I think teachers are freer. Just seeing all the teachers appearing here. And so that's how if there is a duplicate entry, it will tell you the sum. So you're able to set your timetable for each particular day. So from there, let's go to attendance register. So marking register is also very simple. So like you choose the term, select the class, today's dates, you can choose to mark all present, you mark the register. So once you've marked the register, you're able to view the class register. So let's say middle class. So give me today your marked we've marked people are present. So I can even click on to check which are the students who are present. Then I can view them from there. After that, we're able to also view the school timetable. View the school register. So this shows me for October, I can go to the previous months. So according to the number of classes which have been marked, you'll be able to see who was present, who was absent on a particular day in the school on a calendar view. So I forgot something about the timetable. Also, we have the teacher's timetable. So the teacher's timetable is you as a teacher able to see your whole timetable for the whole week, where you will be. So like here I can see on Monday morning, Mr. Sally Amkoa is teaching top class Kiswahili. She's teaching class 2 mathematics and all that. Okay. From there, let's rush to notifications. Notifications is also simple. So for the exams that have just been done, so I'll expand it so that it can be seen clearly. By a click of a button, you can broadcast the results to all the parents. So like this message here shows DSR results for the surname of a child, term 1 for the exam type. It shows the marks, then the class position, the overall position, and automatically the fee balance. So all you have to do is just select this option, submit, and all the parents will get for their child, not for the other child. The other thing about notifications, if you just want to communicate, let's say to the whole school or to users or to teachers, you choose any of the options, type your message here, it will broadcast it to all parents. If you want to send a message with the fee balance, so you just type the message, and the system just type the message here, and the system will automatically append the name and the balance for the child, so that you don't have to be, each parent knows exactly what they should pay. Okay, from there let's go to payroll. So we have made payroll to be easy. The first thing is settings, adding the various banks which are available. Then adding the job types, people are there on contract, casual, permanent, semi-permanent, designations, example, teachers, errand, school books, administrator, job grades can be A to Z or whatever you want it to be. Then from there, what you're able to do, the next thing is after you have all that is add employees. So it's also very simple. You automatically, it adds up the employee PF number, so we can do like Alfin Onyango, maybe so we put him in job group A, he's on contracts, he's an accountant, he's starting today, the contract is ending after 3 months, so to January 2018. Now you enter the PIN, you enter the NHIF, and this is staff number. Select the bank he is in, so that this will enable you to know where the salary will go to, the account number, and how much is it being paid. So you can add other allowances. There's he is entitled for a housing allowance, maybe of 10,000 shillings, and maybe a commuting allowance of 5,000. So once we have that, submit the details. Great. So after we have done that, what you're able to do is here we can view all the employees that we have. So you can able to see all their details here. So if you want to edit any detail, you can also do the same from here. You can even edit the salary details and the allowance details. So the next thing is to run the payroll. So after every month, so we can do like the payroll for October. So we click run. So the employees which are active, the payroll will be run on them. Now we can view it here. So we have October. So when I view October, I'm able to see what each employee is going to be paid. Like here, the account details, the month, the NHIF, the pay, the gross, the net, even the taxes have been calculated. So like for Alfin, if I click the pay slip, I'm able to see that. So this is the pay slip which an employee can download. So the basic salary is 30, a housing allowance of 10,000, commuting allowance of 5,000, it gets to 45,000. Then the deductions. So it's supposed to pay as you earn of 6,000, the NHIF, the NSSF. So the total deductions are these. So what he's taking home is 37,000. Good. I think in a wrap, I've gone so fast, but that's Digiskool for you. There is much more. There is a module which we're working on called Results Pro to graphically analyze academic metrics, which we are trying. It's a separate product, but trying to integrate it to Digiskool. It should be ready by January. Thank you. Last but not least, there is also the parents portal. So I'm going to log out. The system associates parents to students. So like now that this parent has been has 3 kids. So when you log in as a parent, you're able to just see your kids. So there are 2 of them. Also results for just your 2 kids. Also you can just view few statements for your 2 kids. Even if you want to check the profile, you can also only do for your kids and not any other kid. So parents can be able to check all that. Parents can be able to check the attendance report, the student statement, the exam results, and even contact the schools. Thank you.